Okay, so here we are at part 2 of developing speed. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through a couple phrases, 2 or 3 phrases, where we're trying to optimize the speed, okay? Now, a couple of them are cliche drum fills, if you want to call it. However, I do believe that they're still important to developing time, okay? Now, the first thing we're going to do, actually, before we get to the phrases, is just establish a little bit of time on the hat, play some 16ths to 30 seconds to get that kind of a feel happening. Okay, so we're going to go 16ths to 30 seconds with some time stepping on the hat. So that gets us warmed up. Now, it's also important to warm up on the toms themselves because they all have a little bit of different response. The snare being the tightest, and then probably the small tom being the next tightest, middle a small tom, middle tom, floor tom. Now the floor tom has the least response, but it doesn't matter because if you've got your Freddie technique with the bounce and you've got your Freddie or your Billy Gladstone fingers, it won't matter. Matter. You've got to utilize your technique, and it doesn't matter which drum you're on. A lot of guys try to make excuses and say, well, I'm on the floor tom and it doesn't have as much bounce as that. It doesn't matter. Should not matter, okay? All right, now our first phrase. Cliche rock phrase. Now we can change that up. And move it down and up the kit, okay? So that one there, 30-second note. 8 strokes per drum, pretty cliche, easy to do. Okay, now another phrase is starting off on the snare and then moving to the tom. Okay, so that one is 30 seconds. Then I'm following up with 2 on each tom. Okay, now another one is response between the toms. So we've got that element as well. All right, now with the groove, of course, phrasing with the groove. moving around the kit, but not staying on one drum. So that's it for getting some speed around the drum kit. I hope this helps, and keep drumming. See ya.